Howdy again. I'm ready to rant. Has anybody seen this Equality Act that the Democrats are trying to push forward now? Talk about a wet dream and an absolute nightmare. If you got daughters and a wife, get ready to get steamed. I'm telling you, if they get this Equity or Equality Act through, the Democrats are done. The voter is going to be running to vote in Republicans in 2022, 2024. It's not going to matter if they ran Jimmy Carter as the Republican candidate, he'd get elected. That's how bad this thing is. Let me do a little review with you real quick. An individual shall not be denied access to a shared facility, including a restroom, a locker room, a dressing room, that is in accordance with the individual's gender identity. Meaning that if I'm feeling especially feminine today, I can go tooling on in there, which is sick. But then again, it's an idea from the Democrats. I guess we're all used to that. So much for privacy. Speaking of privacy, the language indicates the privacy of women and girls in public facilities such as school bathrooms, locker rooms, would no longer be honored. It's actually codified. It is codified. That right ceases to exist. Yes, the Democrats are doing this. Your daughter will be sharing space in a locker room with young men or old men, depending on who manages to get through the door. This is sick. There's more. In the case of school-age children, boys who identify as or claim to be girls could share their bathrooms and shower rooms at school. Parents who objected would be viewed as discriminating against children identifying as another gender. So if you don't want a young man in the bathroom or in the locker room or even in the showers with your daughter, you're discriminating. Like I said, it's the Democrats. So, no, I'm not shocked. Not at all. They're sick and disgusting. Or at least the D.C. Democrats. I think what I call the bridge sitters, the ones that sit on the bridge and run to the side of the bank on the side of the river that suits them, I think the bridge is getting ready to get burnt down. Yeah. Because a lot of these people that were waffling back and forth and trying to be woke are going to be seeing now that their nightmares are coming true. How you like that? It gets better. The Equality Act could also be used to override states that have prohibited sexual orientation and gender identity curriculum. There goes school choice. Where states have conversely mandated sexual orientation and gender identity curricula, parents and schools do not have access to opt-out options. And you can bet if they're cramming this into the public schools, it's going to be required in the private schools. I have proof. I know I'm right. And it won't be long until they start getting it into the homeschooling. If they just don't outlaw homeschool altogether. They're slapping the parents around already. Just, you're a parent. You got nothing to do with raising your kids. Shut up. Yeah, there's your Democrats. Yeah, do you miss Trump yet? The Equity Act would be used to remove custody rights from parents who refuse to have their minor children undergo transgender medical interventions and procedures if that child is deemed to be necessary to have one. Meaning the school can make the decision, the psychologists can make the decision, the system can make the decision for your kid. Not you. If you're against it, you're discriminating. Yeehaw! Bet you miss Trump now. Ah! Last but not least, since the Equality Act exempts itself from the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, religious schools, hospitals, and adoption agencies could face federal sanctions for upholding their teachings with regard to life, sexuality, and marriage under this legislation. In other words, they'll get nailed for discrimination if they don't fall in line. Your religion, if your religion specifies that this is wrong, it's not allowed no more. Boom! Miss Trump yet? Oh, I tell you what, the Democrats actually managed to shove this through. Oh, the people that are going to be running to vote for the Republicans. You know, the Republicans really worried about losing too many voters because of the split with the rhinos and never Trumpers and the MAGA groups and all the arguing. I think they're going to have the ability to pick and choose who they want. Because I would say that the biggest, most consequential elections of our lifetimes weren't the last one. It's the next two. Tell me now, does anyone besides me feel like they're in the purge? Because the Democrats think they're the new founding fathers. Just saying. Just saying. I'm wondering when the Democrats are going to start talking about it. They've already broken every other tradition, every other taboo. When are they going to start talking about a purge? That's got to be next. It's the only thing they haven't done that's stupid so far. That's it. I'm Rowdy. Have a great day.